Good morning, students. Today we will understand AC circuit with pure capacitance. In this, first we have to make circuit diagram of it. So first we will make the circuit diagram. So how will be the circuit diagram? First we will connect an capacitor with the AC EMF. So this is AC circuit with pure capacitance. So this will be the circuit diagram. In the second, we have to write the equation of E. So what will be equation of E? E will be E naught sine omega t. E will be equal to E naught sine omega t. Now we have to write equation of current. So let us understand that if there will be a small charge GQ, then there will be a small change in potential difference. Let's say there will be a small change in potential difference. So we know that GQ is equal to CG. For example, Q is equal to C into V. So let's say potential difference. If I will take potential difference as DE. DE is what? A small change in potential difference. What is this? A small change in potential difference. So if there will be a small change in charge, then there will be a small change in potential difference. Okay. So can we write that if I will differentiate this, dq by dt is equal to c dE by dt? Can we write this thing? So here see, dq by dt is what? I. Current is change in dq by dt. So rate of flow of charge per unit time is known as current, and c dE by dt. So can we write that c d by dt of E is what? EMF. E is equal to what? Here see, E is equal to E naught sine omega t. So what we will write? That E is equal to E naught sine omega t. So now what we have to do? We have to differentiate E naught sine omega t. How we will differentiate? All the constant will be outside. So see that I is equal to C. Achha, which thing will be constant? E naught is peak EMF, that is constant. Omega. Achha, see, can we differentiate? This will be differentiation of sine omega t. So what will be this? I is equal to C E naught. Differentiation of sine omega t will be sine omega t, differentiation will be cos omega t. Right? This differentiation will be cos omega t. And omega t ka differentiation will be omega. Differentiation of sine omega t will be cos omega t, and differentiation of omega t will be omega. So this will be the differentiation, right? So see here, can you see this thing, cos omega t? So cos theta, you all know that cos theta is equal to sine 90 plus theta. Cos theta is equal to sine 90 plus theta. So can we write this equation like this? That I is equal to C E naught omega sine omega t plus pi by 2. Pi by 2 means what? 90. So 90 plus theta. Cos theta is sine 90 plus theta. We can write like this. Cos theta is sine 90 plus theta. Right? So sine 90 plus theta. Okay. Now see, can we write like this thing? So I is equal to what? I is equal to C omega E naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. Can we write like this? I is equal to C omega E naught sine omega t plus pi by 2. Now when the I will be maximum, if I will talk about I will be maximum. Now when current will be maximum? So if I will talk about the current, if I will talk about maximum current, then this quantity should be maximum. If this thing will be maximum, then current will be maximum. Now this thing is what? What will be the maximum value of this quantity? 1. So this will be the maximum value because sine maximum value is 1. So can we write that I is equal to C omega E naught? That means I will be maximum when sine omega t plus pi by 2 will be equal to 1. So if I will put this thing is equal to 1, then current will be maximum, and maximum current is known as peak current. Peak current means I naught. So I naught will be equal to C omega E naught. I naught will be equal to C omega E naught. So I naught will be equal to C omega E naught. So this will be the equation. Now understand this thing, that what was E? E equation was E naught sine omega t. E equation was E naught sine omega t. And what is the equation of I? I equation is I naught. See, on this place, can we write I naught? Because C omega E naught is what? I naught. So on this place, I will write I naught. So I is equal to I naught, and rest of the thing I will write here. So sine omega t plus pi by 2. Sine omega t plus pi by 2. So this is the equation of EMF, and this is the equation of current. So EMF equation will be E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and current equation will be I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. Any difficulty? Here see that which thing will lead and which thing will lag. So E is equal to E naught sin omega t, and I is I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. So this is omega t, this phase is omega t, and this phase is omega t plus pi by 2. So this current is leading and EMF is lagging, and current is leading by how much? Pi by 2 angle. Current is leading by omega t plus pi by 2, no? So current is leading by pi by 2 phase. So here write that here I leads, and E lags. E lags by how much? By phase of pi by 2. By how much? By phase of pi by 2. By phase of pi by 2. So current leads and EMF lags by phase of pi by 2. Up to this clear? Now we will understand some more thing. We will calculate opposition to current. What thing we will calculate? We will calculate opposition to current. Let's say this is point number 4. So what will be opposition to current? Opposition to current means what? Opposition to current means we want to calculate the resistance. We want to calculate the resistance. So how we will calculate resistance? See that one thing I have noted, that I naught is equal to C omega E naught. This equation I have derived, I naught is equal to C omega E naught. Now for calculating resistance, we all know I is equal to V by R. So what will be R? R will be V by I. That means when we will divide voltage by current, we will get resistance. Here see, if I will add E naught by I naught, voltage by current, E naught by I naught, then what will be left in this equation? What will be left? E naught by I naught will be equal to C omega. E naught by I naught will be equal to C omega. E naught by I naught will, no. E naught by I naught is equal to 1 by C omega. Here see. What will be E naught by I naught? From here see, E naught by I naught will be equal to 1 by C omega. 1 by C omega. So E naught by I naught will be equal to 1 by C omega. So what we will add, that what will be this thing? This is resistance, na? This is resistance. That means resistance is equal to 1 by C omega. Resistance is equal to 1 by C omega. So can we write that resistance is equal to 1 by C omega? And which resistance is this? This is known as capacitive. This is known as capacitive resistance. So we will add that capacitive resistance on the resistance plus what we will add? Capacitive resistance is equal to 1 by C omega. That means XC value will be what? 1 by C omega. XC will be what? 1 by C omega. XC will be equal to 1 by C omega. This is what? Capacitive reactance. What is this? Capacitive. XC is what? Capacitive reactance. What is XC? Capacitive reactance. That means capacitive reactance will be equal to 1 by C omega. Now we have to think that this pure capacitive circuit will allow the current or not. So about this, so capacitor will block DC or capacitor will allow DC. We will talk about that. If I will talk about DC current, what I will talk? If I will talk about the DC current. So let us understand about DC current. About DC current, what we will say? Omega is equal to how much? About DC current, omega will be equal to 0. That means angular frequency will be equal to 0. If omega will be equal to 0, so 1 divided by 0. 1 divided by 0. Then resistance will be how much? Infinity. And resistance will be infinity. Resistance will be infinity. Here see, XC will become what? 1 by C omega. So when omega will be 0. So So 1 by 0 will be infinity. That means resistance will become infinity. Resistance will become how much? Infinity. And if resistance will become infinity, then it will block the current. It will block DC current. It will block DC current. It will block DC current. But if I will talk about AC, then in AC current, omega will have a high value. Omega value will be high. If omega value will be high, then it will have some value. If omega will increase, here see, XC is equal to 1 by C omega. If omega will increase, XC will decrease. That means capacitive reactance will decrease. That means resistance will decrease. Capacitive reactance is what? Actually a resistance. So if omega will increase, XC will decrease. And if resistance will decrease, current will increase. That means capacitor allow AC current. Capacitor allow AC current. That means from here we can conclude a conclusion that capacitor block DC. What we can write? We can write that capacitor block DC, but it will allow AC. So capacitor will block DC, but it will allow AC. If I will understand about the unit of XC. Unit of XC means capacitive reactance. This is also a resistance, so its unit will be ohm. Its unit will be ohm. Clear? If I will understand about the wave diagram. So see how we will make the wave diagram. At point number 5, wave diagram. So before making wave diagram, again let me write the equation of EMF. What was the equation of EMF? E is equal to E naught sin omega t. And what was the equation of current? I is equal to I naught sin omega t plus pi by 2. That means which thing will lead? Current will lead and EMF will lag by a phase of how much? Pi by 2. So which thing will lead? Current will lead and EMF will lag. So current will lead. Current will lead means if suppose I will make the diagram, then current will lead. In the which diagram? If I will make the wave diagram, then in this what will happen? In this wave diagram, current will lead. So current will lead. So those things which will lead, their peak we have to make first. यहाँ पे कौन lead कर रहा है? Current is leading, so current peak will come first. If current will lead, then current peak will come first. तो यहाँ पे पहले current का peak बनाएंगे, then we will make peak of EMF. And what will be the phase difference between both? Pi by 2. So first what we will do, that first we will make peak of current. See here peak of current first we will make. First we will make peak of current and then we will make peak of EMF. So like say this is the peak of current. This is the peak of current. So when the current is maximum, then EMF will just start. That means, and when this will be minimum, then EMF will be maximum. So first which peak will come? Current peak, and then which peak? EMF. Now see that when this will be minimum, then it will come like this. See, first we will make the peak of current. So after the peak of current, here you have to make what? When this will be minimum, that means 0, then it will take its maximum value. Then what will happen? It will pass from here. When it will be minimum, see, it will pass from here. Now it is what? At this point it is 0. At this point it is 0. So it will take its maximum value here. And then what will happen? It will again go like this. Clear? And again it will be here. Here it will be 0. Here it will be maximum. So this graph will go like this. This graph will go like this. See, first which peak is coming? This is the peak of current. Peak of current. So first peak of current will come, and then after which peak is coming? Peak of EMF. Peak of EMF. Why current peak is coming first? Because current is leading and EMF is lagging. So current is leading, तो current आगे आगे चलेगा और EMF पीछे पीछे. So current peak will come first, then EMF peak. Again, here see, current peak will come first, then EMF. By phase of how much? Pi by 2. Clear? So what we will write? That first we will make peak of current. Peak of current. Then we will make peak of EMF. Peak of EMF. Because what we will write? Because current leads. Which thing leads? Current leads by a phase of pi by 2. Current leads by a phase of pi by 2. That's why we will make peak of current first. If I will see the phasor diagram, then for making phasor diagram, what we will do? For making phasor diagram, see. So which thing will lead? Current will lead. तो current आगे आगे चलेगा and EMF will lag. So EMF पीछे पीछे चलेगा by how much angle? Pi by 2. So see, if suppose this angle is pi by 2, pi by 2 means 90. So current आगे आगे चलेगा. That means this will be current and then this will be EMF. This will be EMF. And EMF is starting from which? What is the phase of EMF? EMF phase is, see, E is equal to E naught sin omega t. So what is the phase of EMF? EMF phase is omega t. So this angle will be what? Omega t. What is the phase of EMF? Omega t. And then current is leading from EMF by phase of how much? Pi by 2. So this angle will be how much? Pi by 2. So this will be the phasor diagram. So I hope you have understand this thing. See here, one thing that you have to understand again, that is, what was the value of XC? XC value was what? 1 by C omega. XC value is what? 1 by C omega. That means when omega will increase, then XC will decrease. That means, can we say that capacitive reactance is reacting? According to the value of omega. Can we see this thing? That capacitive reactance is reacting as the value of omega. If you will remember this thing now. So see here, if you remember this thing, then in inductance, what I said, that in inductance, what was the equation of EMF? Tell me, in inductance, EMF equation was E is equal to E naught sin omega t. If I will take pure inductive circuit. So in pure inductive circuit, E was E naught sin omega t. What was the equation of I? I equation was I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. So current was lagging. Here current was lagging with EMF. Clear? And what was the equation of XL? Can you remember? XL equation was L omega. In pure inductive circuit, XL equation was what? L omega. That means when omega will increase, then XL will increase. Clear? And here, inductor will allow AC or not? What we can say? If I will talk about AC, then in AC omega is high. If omega will be increased, then XL will also increase. That means XL will increase. XL is increasing. That means what? Resistance is increasing. And if resistance will increase, then current will decrease. That means in AC, omega is very high. So current will be very low. In AC, omega is very high. So current will be very low. Current will be very low means negligible. That means which thing? Inductor. Inductor block AC. What we will say? Inductor block AC. What we will add? Inductor block AC. Why we are saying this thing? Because in AC omega is high. If omega will be high, XL is what? Inductive. XL is what? Inductive reactance. So XL, that means inductive reactance, is reacting according to omega. That means when omega will increase, XL will increase. Omega will decrease, XL will decrease. That means this is reacting according to the value of omega. Clear? That's why what we will say, that when omega will increase, omega will be very high. When omega will be very high, in the alternating current, omega will be very high. If omega will be very high, current will be very low. So what we will say, inductor block AC. But if I will talk about DC, so in DC what will happen? Omega will be 0. If omega will be 0, here see 0 multiplied by something will be 0. That means can we say XL will be equal to 0. XL 0 means resistance is 0. Resistance is 0, that means current will be more. Current will increase. Current will increase. That means what? Inductor will allow DC. Inductor will allow DC. Inductor will allow DC. That means inductor will allow DC, but it will block AC. Can we write? Inductor will allow DC, but it will block AC. And what we have learned here what we have learned, that capacitor block DC. Capacitor block DC, but it will allow AC. So this all thing you have to understand. And in the next class, what we will understand? In the next class, we will understand about LCR series circuit. That means when we will connect inductor, resistance and capacitor in series, then what will happen? So that is LCR series circuit is also very famous. So we will understand in the next class what is LCR series circuit. Thank you.